Okay, we're going over multiplying numbers by 10, by 100, and by 1,000. So we've done this before. To multiply a whole number by 10, by the way, I'm sorry, we are on page 544 in our book. And to multiply a whole number by 10, we simply attach a 0 to the end of the number. So we see here that the number is 123. But if you look at the way they have lined up this problem, they put the 1 in the 10 underneath the 3. So when you multiply it, you're really just going to multiply the 1 times 123. Well, we know that 1 times 123 is 123. This way, we can just throw the 0 on the end. If we do it with 100, we do the same thing. We multiply 1 times 123 and add the 2 zeros at the end. You see that? Now, if you have the decimal place in there, which they don't, but they have 1,000, a comma for the 1,000. I couldn't see it very well. The 1,000, you know that this is the ones, the tens, the hundreds place, and the 1,000 and the 10,000s place. So you put the comma after the 2 because that's the 1,000. And then we have 12,300. So if you want to multiply by 1,000 with 3 zeros, 123 times 1 is just 123 times 1. Then you put the 3 zeros at the end. Well, we know that this is the ones, the tens, the hundreds place, and the comma always goes in front of the hundreds place because that's your thousands place, your 10,000s, and your 100,000s place. So you just multiply 1 times whatever this number is on top, and then you add the zeros. But you see the way they've lined it up so that it shows that you're really just multiplying 1 times 123 and putting those zeros on the end. Now, if we do it with money, we see it's the same thing, except we have a decimal place to think about. So 123 times 1 is 123, but we can't ignore our zeros, right? So we put those on the end. Well, where does your decimal point go? Remember when we're doing decimals, here this is money, and we know that it only goes up to 99, a tens place and a ones place. So you put the decimal point in front of the tens place all the time, no matter what these two numbers, but in this case it's going to be zeros. So you put the decimal point and then you put your zeros on the end. So really all you've done is 1 times 123 or $1.23. So if we look at these problems, it's more of the same. You're really going to, now you're going to line this up, 37 times 10. And when you do it, you're going to place the 1 under the 7 and let that 10 kind of hang out there on the end when you write it. So you're going to say 1 times 37, and we know that's 37. Then you're just going to throw the 0 on the end. See? And it becomes 370. Right? The answer here is $6.12 times 100. Well, when we line this problem up, we're putting the 1 under the 2 and letting those 2 zeros just kind of hang out on the end. When you multiply it together, you're multiplying 1 times 612, and you get 612. Throw the 2 zeros on the end, and you put the decimal place in front of the tens place, because that's your change, right? We know that change, it has two numbers, a decimal point and 2 numbers, because it's less than $1. Now for letter C, it's 45 cents times 1,000. What are we doing? We're multiplying 1 times 45. Then we're going to throw our 3 zeros on the end. So it's 45 and 0, 0, 0. The magic is in putting in the decimal point, and that goes in front of the tens place again. So it's $450.00. Okay? And that's how we do it.